Good afternoon, all. My name is Suvarna Rao, working as an assistant professor, Department of Information Technology, IARE, Dundigal, Hyderabad. Today, I will take my subject is the e-commerce. The subtopic is corporate digital library. It is one of the important concept from the e-commerce business. Okay. Now, what about the corporate digital library? It is the main crucial role could play from the e-commerce business. The corporate digital library refers to a centralized repository or the platform within a company where digital resources such as documents and manuals, reports or presentations and other relevant materials are stored, organized and made accessible to employees. Here, some key aspect of the benefits of the corporate digital library. So, the corporate digital library, nothing but we can store the whatever online marketing needs are source and destination, or customer and merchant. Those all information stored from the one database is called the corporate digital library. Like either documents or manuals or reports or presentations or anything comes under stored and organized and retrieve the data and store the data, all those things with the help of the one of the important tasks from the any e-commerce business. Why? Because day to day vast information data is came, then how to store, how to organize, how to repository of the data, how to mining, how to retrieving, how to data warehousing, all those things depends upon the corporate digital library systems. So, the digital library refers to a centralized repository or the platform of the company where digital resources such as the one is the document or manuals, any these things is stored from the digital format. Anything, either documents or manuals or reports or presentations, whatever it may be, all those things we can store from in the digital format. Now, the past history also required how to retrieve the data. Also important, with the help of the some searching tools, we can search the information. For example, in the future predictions, then based on the past history, and then compared to the some day-to-day evolutions and assumes the future predictions. Then having some mining also required. Nothing but extracting the data from the data warehouse is called the data mining techniques. So many tuples or queries or some instructions also is going on. Then how to store the data, how to retrieve the data, how to utilize the data. It is the part of the corporate digital library. So the corporate digital library, it is the one of the key aspects area from the e-commerce business. The corporate digital library, majorly the centralized repository nothing but storing data, storing of the information in particular place is called the centralized repository. It means it serves as a single location where employees can access all kinds of the digital content related to their works. The entire system scenario is there could maintain the one large amount of the server, and this server is connected to a group of clients, a group of nodes, nothing but digital systems. Then any entire world, those information is required. We can extract, we can download from with the help of the server. Why? Because of the entire systems is connected to the servers. Server is the good service provider. Client, we can take a service. We can accept the service. Service is good, service is bad. It depends upon the server side. So the centralized repository is nothing but one of the big server could maintain in the database systems is called the corporate digital library. So it depends upon the entire work or coordination, all those things, it depends upon the their work and nothing but employees can access all kinds of the digital content related to their work. So that is also one of the important thing from the digital library. Then another important thing, the organization and categorization in the entire data is there. Entire data is stored. Those data you can categorization also required. Nothing but education data is different than the medical data. Medical data is different than the mechanical material data. Mechanical material data is other than the some grocery data, and it depends what kind of data is required, where can be stored, where can be accessed those data. It depends upon this one. So resources are typically organized into categories. In the sense, entire data, entire digital corporate digital database is divided into the some categorization or some partitions. So these partitions could separate. One place is the one partition, other place is other partition, up to so on. Why? Because of based on the name, file name, and servers. Based on the servers is connected to the client to easily access to based on the categorization data is the very useful. So the resources are typically organized into categories, and again categories is categorization into subcategories are tagged with the metadata to facilitate easy search and retrieval. So the main intention of the data, data will be stored and separate the data in the further references and present or past, whatever it may be, you can retrieve the data effectively and conveniently. So that is also retrieval the data also is one of the important factors. Here, different type of the searching tools also there. Why? Because of entire data will be stored in the metadata. Metadata. What is the metadata? Data about data is called the metadata. What about the data? Data nothing but is the collection of information, collection of raw facts, collection of some valuable elements is called the data. So these data can create the metadata. Metadata we can store in the data about data is stored in some places, and then and after that we can search and retrieve the data is the very effectively with the help of the corporate digital library. Then some tag name also there, including it the some tagged value or tagged name. So with the help of these precautions, we can store and retrieve the data is the very easy way. So the corporate digital library could maintain the organization and categorization. This is the second point. And the first one is the centralized. We can maintain the centralized repository. Then after we can maintain the organization and categorization also required. Then after another important point is the access control. Third point is access control. Which depends upon the access control depending on the sensitivity and confidentiality of the information. Access control is authenticated and authorization stores is available in the digital library. Why? Because of depending on the sensitivity and confidentiality of the information. Access to certain documents may be restricted to specific individuals or departments. So the stored in the secure manner, secure area, not intruders or thefters or any cyber crimes is not a tracking place. We can store from this one. Then access control should follow by a set of guidelines and protocols, rules and regulations is there based on the authorization person or authenticated person. You can involve, you can retrieve the data from the some places. Such type of technique is called the access control. So access control also, then corporate digital library, you can maintain the digital library, accessing the data. Why? Because of unwanted person is entered, automatically entered data will be corrupted. Why? Because that is the one of the responsibility data, useful data. Why? Because of accessing person is authorization, authenticated person are entered. You can retrieve the information with the help of the access control. So that is also one of the important criteria from the corporate digital library. And second one, and another important thing is called the version controls. Version controls, which depends upon day by day. We can increase the technology, day by day improve the performance, day by day change the adaptability, all those things we can use the version control. Here, ensure that employees are accessing the most up-to-date versions of the document. Nowadays, tools are enhanced. Every day, new tool is came, then easily retrieving the data with the help of those tools. Reducing the risk of the using outstanding information, using the updated information. Moreover, speed will be increased, save the data effectively, and utilization of the data very fastly. Moreover, risk of the using outdated information. No need of the garbage collection of the data, then those data will be ignored. So the version control nowadays, which depends upon the day by day, you can increase the number of versions in the main aim of the software industry. Today, software, tomorrow is the coming from the new software. Why? Because enhance some features or versions also released. So in the software industry, different types of the versions is implemented day to day. The corporate digital library updated versions are utilized. Updated versions, nothing but ensure that employees are accessing those most up-to-date versions of the documents, reducing the risk of the using outdated information. So the corporate digital library, most of them day-to-day updated versions also required. Okay. And another important thing in the corporate digital library systems, here one of the main factor from the library functions is called the search functionality. In the library, in the digital library, much data is available, uncountable, unlimited data. The terabytes of the data is available. Then you want small piece of code in the terabytes of the data, how to retrieve, how to analyze, how to download the data. Some techniques, some queries and tools also there. Here, the search functionality is one of the most powerful searching tool could maintain from the corporate digital library. Here, search functionality, the main aim is the robust search capabilities and enable employees to quickly find relevant documents by with the help of some keywords, some tags, some authors or other criteria. In a sense, for example, we can search some information, then with the help of these things also enter into the keyword, automatically entered data will be displayed. Using some tags also, some author names also, some other, so many, the main aim of the information, what you want, what is your requirement, we can search, then automatically getting your output screen. So, such type of technique is called the search functionality. So many searching techniques also there. So many searching techniques is there. Which depends upon the science and technology. Those searching techniques day by day, we can enhance it. And another important technique is called collaboration features. Some platforms may include features that facilitate collaboration, such as commenting versions history and sharing a capability. The collaboration features something but in the now updated information, then feature extraction information also is there. Then combine, hybrid these two techniques, and then we can extract the new technique. So step of technique is called the collaboration features. In the sense, we can collaborate with those things very useful for the career. Moreover, collaboration features also one of the important facility from the corporate digital library. So the corporate digital library, collaboration of the companies, collaboration of the employees, collaboration of the data, like that, it is the very useful in the market. Why? Because collaboration of the already existing system is there. In the Future system, enhanced systems also getting. Then collaborating of those things automatically improve the performance, vice versa. Automatically speed up the data and fast accuracy are maintained. All those things depends upon the collaboration features. And another important technique is called the security measures. Here, any corporate digital library, any online marketing business in the e-commerce, security is one of the most important and challenging aspect in the e-commerce business. Without security, your data will be stolen, your data will be corrupted, your data will be traced out in the others. So, the security measurements is the key role could play from the corporate digital library in the e-commerce business. The security measures, which depends upon measures are in place to protect sensitive information from the unauthorized access or breaches. So, the security measures which depends upon the protect the sensitive information, unauthorized access, unauthorized the security nothing but authorization and authentication is called the security. Without authorization is called unauthorized access. We can break it. Nothing but breaches the data. So the breaches the data in the security aspect don't involve into the intruder or third party. Don't involve into the third person. Why? Because security nothing but is the important role from any online marketing business. For example, secure your password, secure your digital account, secure your all those things. Unfortunately, leak your data, your information is the stolen automatically, then lost entire persons. So the security aspects also one of the important thing in the corporate digital market in the e-commerce business. In the sense, the entire corporate digital library having three important things also there. One is the search functionality, nothing but how to search the data, how to retrieve the data using some keywords, some tags, etc. And collaboration of the features, nothing but existing and present. In the collaborating of those softwares or applications or material goods, whatever it may be, then such type of technique is called the collaboration features in the corporate digital library. And third one is going to the security measure. Without security, very dangerous thing in the corporate digital market. So you can maintain the good security in the corporate digital library. These three is the most important things from the corporate digital library in the e-commerce business. Here, in the corporate digital library, we can create a good system. Then so many benefits also there. Previously, I will explain the key components of the corporate digital library. Now, what about the advantages of the corporate digital library? Here, the corporate digital library improve efficiency. One of the best or important benefits from the corporate digital library is called improved efficiency. Then automatically improve the efficiency is business will be increased, quality will be increased, all those things with depends upon the efficiency. Efficiently manner we can search the data. Now employees are spend less time searching for information. That is also one of the why, because of we can put on some order, put on some arrangement, put on some good places, or easily retrieve the information with the help of the corporate digital library. That is also automatically improve the efficiency, and in the sense the improve the efficiency depends upon the employees should spend less time searching information. You can search the data, automatically you can getting the fast access, you can getting the data, and leading to increased productivity. Automatically improve the efficiency will be increased, leading increase in the productivity also vice versa. So the major benefits of the this one improved efficiency. And second, going on the second point is called the consistency. What is meant by consistency? Consistency ensure consistency in the information across the organization, reducing the misunderstanding and discrepancies. So the consistency which depends upon the reducing the misunderstanding things. Okay, consistency nothing but accurate information, accurate data, accurate value also, static value also you can send. But the ensure consistency of the information across the organization, reducing the misunderstandings. What about the misunderstandings? What purpose we can use those instructions or material as it is, we can use only those purposes. This type of technique is called the consistency. And second important point is called the cost saving. The major application of the corporate digital library in the one of the best benefit is called cost saving. Reduce the cost associated with the printing, distributing, and storing the physical documents. Why? Because entire data will be converted into the digitalization. Those digitalized data we can utilize it perfectly. We can reduce the physical work or paper work or pen work or human resources. All those things will be removed. Okay, reduce the something. Automatically, cost is saving. And third point, knowledge sharing. It is one of the most important thing from the corporate digital library in the e-commerce. What about the knowledge sharing? Facilitate knowledge sharing employees or among employees for fostering a culture of the learning and innovation. So the knowledge sharing, you can share the knowledge both of them. The client to server, server to client, nothing but a server system to client. Always server is good knowledge or is produced always in the client. So the cost saving or knowledge sharing also one of the important things from the corporate digital library in the e-commerce systems. And compliances. What about the compliances? Compliances, it is the subject. Help ensure compliances with the regulatory requirement by maintaining accurate and accessible of record. Compliance nothing but no need any compliance. You can done your work perfectly. Automatically, such type of work is the accurate work treated as a compliances. And the remote access is the another important thing. Enable employees to access information from anywhere, promoting flexibility in the work arrangements. So the remote access, rural access and remote access, some access will be there. Enable employees to access information from the anywhere, promoting flexibility in the work agreements. So the corporate digital library, which depends upon so many benefits also there. Compliances, remote access is the other benefits. And implementation. How to implement the corporate digital library technically. So the implementation also one of the important thing from the corporate digital library in the e-commerce. Implementing a corporate digital library involves choosing appropriate software or platform that meet the organization needs, customizing it to fit a specific requirement, migrating existing content into a new systems, and providing training to employees on how to use of effectively. Regulatory update and maintenance are also essential to keep the library functions and secure. The implementation nothing but you can take a secure measurements along with your future work perfectly execute in the server to client systems. So the implementation task, it is one of the important systems. Already old systems is running, adapted the new systems. How to implement it? It is one of the challenging tasks. So migrating those new systems also is connected after later on day by day. You can connect a number of systems. Then automatically it is one of the best achievement you can taking from the corporate digital library. In the sense, implementation nothing but adding the more features, one of the implementing, more adding the more servers, another implementing, and adding the more clients, nothing but source to client systems also. Why? Because you can add it is not a matter. You can manage and coordinate and you can provide the good services. All those things so required. And the regular updates and the maintenance are also essential to keep the library functional and secure. Moreover, not only added, you can maintain we can provide some security, and all those things also required. Then after, automatically you can increase the vast systems is connected. Automatically vast public also is connected day to day. Then automatically increase the good income in the corporate digital library. So the implementation is the one of the special kind of the thing in the digital library in e-commerce. So in summary, finally, in summary, a well-designed corporate digital library enhance information management, boost productivity, and support organization goals by providing easy access to valuable digital resources for employees. So that is also one of the important thing from the corporate digital library. A well-designed corporate digital library enhance information management to maintain a good management systems that boosts productivity and support organizational goals. So many put on future organizational goals. You can reach and achieve the organizational goals by providing easy access to valuable digital resources for employees. So the corporate digital library, which depends upon in the e-commerce, one of the important thing with the help of the implementation of the system. These are my references. Ravi Kolkata. It is one of the best book. Okay. Weston Andrews B. Forensics is in the electronic commerce in the Pearson education. First edition established in the 1996. Different types of the references books also there. David Whiteley, E-commerce and strategy, technology and applications, and Tata McGreal, and second edition introducing of the year of the 2000, and Kamlesh K. Bajaj. It is one of the most important book from the e-commerce. E-commerce, the cutting edge businesses, Tata McGreal, and first edition introducing of the 2005. And another important references book is the Christopher Westland Theodore H.K. Clark and the Global Economic Commerce and Theory and Case Studies. Theory and Case Studies, University Press, and first edition, year of 1996. And web references, there were so many web references also there. It is also www.engr.hjsu.edu or GAOGRRY. That is the course camp. It is the another references link. Third one is the tutorial point, most useful references. And third one is the CS notes appam.edu mail. Okay, it is also one of the important note from the these links. These three references links, these three references books, and main book is Frontiers of the Electronics Commerce. It is one of the most important book from the market. Is available. You can read and by heart it in the further improve the knowledge in the e-commerce subject, especially in the corporate digital library systems. So it is also one of the important thing from the our side. Further any queries also there, we will discuss in the later. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.